This is Gist Nigeria. Coming up on the program, Women in Business. We explore what running a business means for female entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Also, towering difference. Lady from Nigeria's conservative north takes her place in male-dominated field. Plus, price of conflict. Warring parties in Ethiopia accused of alleged sexual violence against women. And
my name is Femi Edipe. Check me out.
The entrepreneur advocating for women inclusion and economic empowerment in Nigeria. Welcome to Gist Nigeria from the BBC and Channels Television, where we bring you stories making the rounds on social media. I am Anetta Felix. Now, top on our lineup today is a story about women in business. Now, it's the last in a series of stories commemorating Women's Month. Barely 2 years ago, PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the world's leading audit firms, said Nigerian women account for 41% of the country's micro businesses. Now, this means that 23 million of them are playing in different sectors of the economy and contributing to the gross domestic product. But how easy is it for them to push through all the hurdles that entrepreneurs face in Nigeria? And does their gender play any role in how well their businesses fare? Gist Nigeria's Wale Fakile speaks with three of them in this story.
Bold, resolute, and resourceful.
He was like, I don't think you'll be able to deliver this job. I was so hurt by what he said.
These women are rising above the noises, barriers, and stereotypes.
When people doubt that you can do the job, possibly because you're a woman.
They are not just career women, they are successful and helping others succeed in business.
I remember us being very incensed by it because the sense was that there's a general perception that women cannot work together.
It's a man's world, but these women rule the business territory. Nigeria, Africa's biggest economy, is largely powered by the informal sector. The entrepreneurial spirit is strong here, and women are at the forefront. PricewaterhouseCoopers says there are at least 23 million female entrepreneurs running small businesses across Nigeria as at 2020. But like other emerging markets, this high-level participation is mainly driven by necessity. This means there are barriers limiting women from scaling up their businesses. These challenges range from access to funding and investors to outright discrimination. Some women, however, are blazing the trail to create and support multi-million naira businesses. Dr. Ndidinole Dozian is an angel investor passionate about building entrepreneurs across Africa. This burning desire caused her to set up our Growing Business Foundation GBF almost 2 decades ago.
Since my first angel investment was made in 2002 as Growing Businesses Foundation, investing in a young man who today runs an organization that has extended over 27 billion naira in loans to over 500,000 businesses. And that was because we had a credit line from United Bank of Africa, and we were successful over a year in extending that credit line to Lift Above Poverty organization, LAPO. In the year 1999, when I decided that I wanted to give up my job and create this organization called Growing Businesses Foundation and invest at the base of the pyramid, I was told that I was wasting my time and that it was a bad decision and that it would never succeed, and that women at the base of the pyramid will never repay loans.
The 49-year-old has impacted thousands of people through empowerment projects worth over 1 billion naira across Nigeria. In 2016, she partnered with women of like minds to co-found Rising Tide Africa. She says the perception then was that the business would not succeed.
We were given the advice that, investment is not like fashion. You have to be persistent. You can't just start and stop as you like. And I remember us being very incensed by it, because the sense was that there's a general perception that women cannot work together. We've had more success investing in women because we found them to be more diligent with the resources entrusted to them. But we have had as much success investing in men who have an open mind.
Dr. Noli Edozian has published books in Nigerian and German on corporate governance and sustainability. Information Communications Technology, ICT, has been described as the fuel powering every sector of most economies. Despite this importance, fewer women play in this field. Marian Lawan has been able to hack this segment of the tech ecosystem. She runs an ICT and business hub which helps people pivot into infotech in Kano State, northwestern Nigeria.
I remember when I went to Malaysia and I met a lot of Nigerians there. They were telling me that, which course are you going to study? I would say software engineering. Would be like, you are definitely going to leave that course. A lot of people have joined that course, but because of one course, Java, you will leave that course. And that was like, okay, you are I took it as a challenge that I'm going to prove you people wrong. And Alhamdulillah, I passed through it because I could remember I got an A for that Java.
Miriam has trained more than 5,000 women and has supported more than 20 businesses since she started out in 2015.
You have to look nerdy. That's something that even if you're a woman, they want you to be nerdy. They don't want you to see you like just the way I am this way. They will definitely undermine your capacity, but I'm not going to change myself because I want you to believe in me. I try not to use my gender as an excuse that I want you to cut some slack on me. I would deliver regardless of whatever you think of the gender. I would deliver. So this is something that I have put in myself and also my employees. I try as much as possible even to even get more women to work with them.
The 31-year-old is one of the young individuals spotlighted in Forbes Africa's 30 under 30 list for 2020. For Tosi Fanirodada, entrepreneurs are the keys for wealth creation in developing economies. She has supported startups at various business cycle stages for more than 5 years.
The challenges that a micro business is dealing with is not the same challenges, slightly similar, but on different spectrums that an SME would be dealing with, or even like an early stage startup. The challenges an early stage startup would be dealing with is much different from the challenges that a high growth or growth stage startup would be facing. When people doubt that you can do the job, possibly because you're a woman, when people doubt that you can, if you work on close a transaction, possibly because you're a woman, when you walk into a meeting and somebody says, is anybody else coming? Which has happened to me before. So it's mostly around doubt.
Tosin is the current managing director and CEO of Endeavor in Nigeria. The 36-year-old says the need to create an enabling ecosystem for female entrepreneurs and business owners cannot be overemphasized.
Access to finance is definitely a big challenge for women entrepreneurs. Access to finance, access to capital. And, historically, we know that male entrepreneurs have raised more funding for their businesses than women-led businesses or women entrepreneurs. And, again, I would say that it's important for the female entrepreneurs to recognize other women that it's not their fault. They haven't done anything wrong. They're not pitching in correctly. They're not a lesser species. But I think it's time for everyone to be intentional about supporting women.
Nigeria scored 63.1 out of 100 on the Women, Business and the Law WBI 2021 Index curated by the World Bank. Although this indicates progress, there is still more to be done. The country's score is below the sub-Saharan African average of 71 and the global average of 76.1. And while the business environment seems unfriendly to women, the opportunities to grow and succeed are limitless.
For those that have been able to pass through these situations, try to empathize and see the lower level ones that, okay, they are still going through this situation, and when you get to the top, make the change.
Be curious, be flexible, bet on yourself, be kind to yourself. I'm very kind to myself, and don't get discouraged.
We have to go back to our roots to understand where we came from and the role of women then, and reclaim that very, very powerful role that women had in order to carry that ethics and that integrity and that authority and power into modern politics and the modern workplace.
Wale Fakile, Gist, Nigeria.